I'm picturing that like bow chicka wow kind of like sexy time music playing.
That's gonna make the video.
This is a tale of two Southern sauces. One, a barbecue sauce of an abnormal color, the other, a dressing with Greek origins. But we'll come back to that later. Our story opens in Alabama.
Sweet home Alabama. We're on our way to Big Bob Gibson's Barbecue. They are one of the most famous barbecue joints here in Alabama. On Zayas channel, we've covered barbecue to death. I had a stern note, Molly, no barbecue on this trip. However, I found a loophole. We've never, ever talked about white sauce.
It's a vinegar-based barbecue sauce, perfect for chicken, turkey, that sort of thing.
A little bit of heat. It's surprisingly tangy. It's a thinner sauce than what I'd imagine it to be.
Do you know what's in it?
Love.
It's a very soothing taste. It's undescribable. I wouldn't have my barbecue any other way.
It's very special to Alabama. We're gonna find out a little bit more, and you know we got the one, the only, Mr. Chris Lilly, teaching us about it. I don't think you can have a better teacher than that. So I'm really excited to find out more. You're widely credited with being the inventor of white barbecue sauce, yes
And
or
that
no?
would be incorrect. You go about 3 generations before me, and then you get to the true guy, Big Bob Gibson himself. He started using this in the early 20s in the restaurant in 1925. So he's the guy. You start out with mayonnaise, about this much.
Okay.
Okay?
How much is that? A jar? A swimming pool?
Oh, you want the exact recipe. It is a tangy, peppery flavor, so the vinegar gives it that wang. The black pepper gives it sort of that median kick. A little sugar and salt round it out.
Yeah.
And then the mayonnaise helps it coat the chicken and coat the turkey or whatever you put it on, and it just adds that moisture back to the product. It tastes like a vinegar-based barbecue sauce that you would get maybe out of the Carolinas.
Oh, I see. How long till it's smooth?
It depends on how hard you whisk it.
White sauce was looking interesting. But before Chris would let me have a taste, he wanted me to better understand his entire barbecue process.
Whoa.
This is it.
It smells like heaven in here.
We've got about 70 whole chickens, and they are just about ready to come off the pit.
Wow, you go through all these in one day?
We'll do 4 different cookings all day. We've got chickens cooking all day. It gets busy at Big Bob Gibson's.
This is just for the beginning lunch rush.
Yeah, so this is sort of an old-fashioned brick coffin pit. We burn all hickory wood over here, and then we lay out our split whole chickens all the way across here. And we've got a chimney on both sides so we can control the heat and the smoke across the chickens. It's all about a very simple recipe. It is chicken, salt, pepper, hickory smoke, and barbecue white sauce. So these chickens have been cooking almost 3 hours on the open pit. Now they're ready to be baptized in a vat of the white barbecue
Oh,
sauce.
good Lord.
That is the finishing touch.
And this is low-cal, right?
Low-cal.
I want to try.
Yeah! Oh my God, those spices on there are beautiful. How did that look? Was that a good dip?
I think that was a perfect dip.
Oh, perfect. This is fun. I want to do a few more. I feel like I'm spearfishing. Shake It Off. Do you think this is what inspired Taylor Swift's Shake It Off song?
It absolutely is. Last time she came and did the pit room tour at Big Bob Gibson's, she came up with that song.
I'm so hungry right now.
Well, there you go.
This is ready to eat?
Yeah, right off the fork.
Oh my God.
What do you think, Molly?
That's phenomenal. That is my first taste of white sauce, and it is so good.
Hold up. Give me some more of that.
I consider myself a sauce connoisseur. White barbecue sauce is where it's at. That tang, that's the flavor on like anything I've had. Also the idea of like, I don't know, slathering mayonnaise on, like that much mayonnaise on something. Thinking about it, I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. It's light. This is really a light sauce. I was expecting this to be gross and it's not.
It'd be easy to stuff myself full of white sauce, but we can't forget about part 2 of our story. Mississippi comeback sauce.
Comeback sauce?
Have you ever heard of it?
No, I just know about white sauce.
What do you know about comeback sauce?
Nothing.
Never heard of it?
Never heard of it.
Have you guys ever heard of comeback sauce?
Yes. Is that a Louisiana thing?
Close.
Yeah.
Mississippi.
The people of Alabama weren't quite sure about this sauce from a faraway land, but I was willing to cross state lines to find out more.
So what is comeback sauce?
Comeback sauce is the most wonderful dressing. It's spicy and it's hard to explain.
It's definitely creamy sauce. It's awesome on chicken or fries or burgers.
Like a thick salad dressing, not watery. People put it on anything. It's so good, you have to come back, get some more.
Comeback dressing is basically it's similar to a Russian dressing or a red remoulade or a Thousand Island. It's just a great Jackson recipe that honestly is from the first Greek restaurant tours that kind of brought from Greece over to Jackson in the early 30s. You know, it's a great condiment. It really balances well with chicken, with fish, with seafood. It kind of goes across the board a little bit. It's a little interesting to see what people will eat it on. Yeah, so some things I don't recommend, but you still see them going in on it.
How much do you go through a day?
We're probably going through about 3 gallons of comeback a day. Just depending on what it is. Yeah, 2 to 3 gallons a day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a lot of comeback.
Time for a taste of Mississippi's pride and joy.
Wow, okay. I think this tastes a lot like Thousand Island dressing. Add some more tomato into
The
it.
best way to describe it, a lot of times, it's like a Thousand Island. Subtract the sweetness, no sugar, with a little more kick, a little more tomato, a little more spice.
Another regional sauce the locals can't get enough of. But what would happen if I flipped the script and gave Mississippians a taste of Alabama white sauce?
That's different from what I would have expected.
Mayonnaise with stuff in it. It's really vinegary.
Not bad.
Not bad, but
Not comeback sauce.
I think I'd still go with comeback sauce,
Yeah?
honestly.
It's got a very high top end, very vinegary, a lot of tang. It seems pretty loud, to be honest. It's not necessarily bad, but it is loud.
Alabama, your white sauce is great, but comeback wins every time.
What would you tell people in Alabama who don't know about comeback sauce?
They need to put something else besides vinegar and eggs in their white barbecue sauce.
Mic drop.
So the sauces are different, yes. But what's the same? Well, a hell of a lot of mayonnaise, for one. But these sauces illustrate something interesting about the South. Even though these states neighbor each other, they've both managed to come up with something unique that all the locals love, even if no one outside of the area has ever heard of it. True, the condiments haven't hit the big time like ketchup or tartar sauce, but what they lack in fame, they make up for in genuine hometown pride. I've found that the South is full of pride, and it just oozes out of the people there, even if it's in the form of glorified mayonnaise. Next week on Food Tripping with Molly.
Would you say people around here are obsessed with pimento cheese?
A healthy obsession. It's just part of our natural way of life here,
Yeah, it's probably the only thing healthy about it.
I don't know there's anything healthy about it at all.